G'day people. It's a bit of a damp day here in Portland. It's just before lunchtime. So a cup of tea. Now I'm going to make pancakes for lunch. Everyone thinks they know how to make pancakes. There must be a million different recipes for pancakes. Well, maybe not a million, but there'd be a lot. Some people just get, I've seen it done, people buy pancake mix from the supermarket and they dump it in a bowl and mix it up with milk and whatever. Why would you do that? I mean, it's really easy to make pancakes. Let me show you. Don't forget the baking, we don't want baking powder, we want bicarb soda. I might even, probably can use this actually. Probably can, but I always use bicarb soda, so I'm going to use bicarb soda. There it is. Bicarbonate of soda. Sodium bicarbonate. A relation of the carbonate ion, the bicarbonate ion. Interesting stuff. Now I'm just going to get some flour. So I've got a half cup here, so I'm going to be half a cup of white and half a cup of wholemeal. Half a cup of white. Half a cup of wholemeal. So there's one way in which Martian pancakes differ from most other people's pancakes. Because I like, just a pinch of salt, I like mixing wholemeal and white because wholemeal's got more flavour, you know, you get to taste the wheat a bit, you know, with wholemeal. And you know, then you just chuck in an egg or two. So one egg, you can do it with one egg, it's perfectly good. But you can also, if you want a bit of a richer pancake, a bit more eggy pancake, you can use two. Suit yourself, either way is good. Get my way. Now I probably should have put this in first, anyway, when I was mixing the flour, so that's a mistake. Wah! Mr. Mars made a mistake. Does happen, folks, I do make mistakes. Sorry, I'm not perfect. So, like plenty of, you want plenty of bubbles in your pancake, of course you do. You want probably at least 1 heaped teaspoon of bicarb soda, but you can use more. You can certainly use more. I did. Right, mix it around. Now here's the trick. This is the trick. It's the same as when you make a roux. When you put the milk in, don't put it all in at once. In order to stop getting lumps, what you want to do is create a paste. Because when it's a paste, that's when you can break up the lumps, because the paste is all stuck together. And so you can use the back of the spoon to make sure any lumps are just well and truly broken up. And you get a very smooth, get a nice smooth mix. I do it around this side, you'll see. See what I'm doing. Of course, when you're doing this, what you want is a really big spoon. This is what I call a dirty big spoon. We probably just call it a serving spoon, but a dirty big spoon with a nice strong handle. You want a big spoon because you want to be able to get the maximum surface area squashed. You want to squash the paste between the back of the spoon and the bowl, right? That's the idea. So you want a big spoon to do that. And you can see when you're doing it, you'll see it all smooths out. And you can see the little things, but it's just bits of bran. They're not actually, it's not lumps of flour, it's bits of bran that are just, you know, they're just bigger. They're not a fine powder, you know, the bran isn't completely a fine powder. Anyway, do that. And then you're done. So I'll just show what that looks like. You can see the consistency here. And you can see how smooth it is. It's nice and smooth. You can see there's little bits of bran, but that's just normal for wholemeal flour. Don't worry about it. Now, you don't put all your milk in at once. This is how you get rid of the lumps. You could even, this is actually a bit more milk than you possibly want, but it's okay. The lumps aren't there, right? Then you just add milk until it's your desired consistency. Because once you've got the paste, a smooth paste, you won't get any lumps after that point. Same as with the roux. You know, if you're making a roux, it's exactly the same principle. Don't put the milk in all at once. Get it really smooth at the beginning. Have a really dry, really thick, dry paste, and then you won't get lumps. I mean, some people use the whisk. Their attitude is, oh well, the whisk will break up the lumps, and you know, maybe it will, but this is just a guaranteed way not to get lumps. And it's just a matter of how thin do you want your batter? How thin do you want it? And it's just kind of a personal thing as to how thin you want your batter, but it does make a big difference. I think this is about right. So, fry pan on the stove, and you want your stove hot, pretty hot. You want your pan hot, at least for the start. This is the way I do it. A lot of people like to have it, you know, cooking slow, and no, it's not the way to do pancakes. People, don't cook them slow. Don't put them on a low heat. No, it's wrong. I don't care what your mother said, it's wrong. Good tea. Right. All good. Now I happen to know that 1 ladle is the ideal amount for 1 pancake. Long years of practice have proven that to me. Now, the great trick with pancakes is how to get them to fry and run around without making a mess of things. So if you pour this mixture into the bowl and it's not really hot, excuse me, if it's not really hot, if the pan isn't really hot, the mixture won't spread around properly. It'll slide all over the place and you won't be able to spread it. Now, the old days you used to have aluminium, just cast aluminium fry pans with no Teflon coating, and if you got them right, they were ideal. Put the butter in, and if you got your temperature right and the amount of butter right, pour your pancake batter in, and it would partly stick to the pan, but not completely. It would just stick a little bit, and that was enough so that you could swirl it around and spread it evenly throughout the pan, and you'd get a nice consistency, nice thickness, nice even spread of pancake. But you can't do that with Teflon, it's too slippery. too slippery. Now what we want here is, you want a little bit of the butter just beginning to smoke. You don't want to burn the hell out of it, but you want it to just start smoking. And you put a full ladle. And these days what you've got to do is drizzle it around in the circle so that you cover the pan, because not like the old days. The old days you used to be able to make it stick, but you can't do that now. They were better. You could make it stick and you could really get the coverage you wanted. Now you can't. That's probably not as hot as I would like, but anyway, it is what it is. Now the first pancake is going to be a cheese pancake. So you just put the cheese, grate it straight onto the wet batter at the top. Quite a generous amount of cheese. It's going to be a cheese pancake, you want cheese. Quite a generous amount. Yes, this pancake's a bit, it's a bit thicker than ideal because using Teflon, you can't spread it right out all the way around like you used to be able to, and so the thickness is a bit more than I want. It'll still be okay, it'll be fine, but it'll be fine, but I would have preferred it if it were a little bit. I would have preferred it if it were a little bit thinner. Easiest thing to do, eh? Pancakes. No wonder people have them for breakfast. Not as easy as cereal though. Alright, now we just toss it over. And if you're really good, you just do it, flip the whole pancake. But the safest way is to do that. And you're not going to lose it if you do that. You're probably not going to lose it. I mean, I used to flip them like that sometimes. I haven't tried it for at least a decade. I mean, I could try it, but I'm not going to try it I'm not going to try it today. There's no need. I just want to have a nice pancake for lunch. Now, this was the trick with cheese pancakes. I didn't realise you could actually fry the cheese direct onto the fry pan, and you can. It works really well, you'll see. It's great. So that was a friend I was living with back when I was living in Melbourne in a student share house. One of the guys there, he put me onto this idea. I didn't believe him at first, but it works. And with the Teflon pans, it works even better. Look, it's already done. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Now, I like a bit of Tabasco on mine. Now, Tabasco is pretty good with cheese on toast. It's really good with cheese pancakes. Bit of Tabasco. Tickles the nostrils now. Let's have a look at that. Have a bit of a look. Cheese pancake. And you can see how thick it is. Really quite thick. Let's have a taste. A bit more butter, maybe. Could have used a bit more butter. more salt too, maybe. Just spread the butter out a bit. Yeah, it's a little bit dry in the middle, I suppose, because the pancake's a bit thicker than I really want. It hasn't, you know, the middle, the dough is the batter. A little bit too thick, so it disturbs the flavour a bit. You get a bit too much of the centre of the pancake and not enough of the topping. Anyway. Good. Bit more Tabasco. Nice simple pancake. See the colour on the bottom? Quite brown, quite dark brown almost. You want a bit of colour on your pancake. When you cook it too slow and it's a pale sort of pale goldy, no, it's not the way. So what I actually did was turn it down to 3/4. I had it on maximum to get the pan really hot. And then I turned it down once it was really hot. I turned it down to 3/4. But you wouldn't go less than 3/4. Like if you're standing at the stove making a whole batch of pancakes, once the pan's hot, down to 3/4 and just leave it on 3/4. But the pan's got to be hot to start with. Because of course when you pour the cold batter into it, it's going to cool the pan down a bit. So you've got the initial thermal shock, right? That's why you need the pan hot to start with. Put your butter in. Wait till it starts to smoke. Then in with the batter for the next pancake. Look how thick that is. A bit thicker than I normally like them. Can't really help. So just sort of drizzle it around. That's all you can do these days. Like I say, it's better with aluminium. Get a nice coating of butter on the aluminium was great. It was just perfect. You get the right temperature and the right coating of butter, and it would stick enough to spread it around. Then it would stop sticking. Then it would free up, and it would be nice and easy, smooth, wouldn't stick. It was perfect. Tabasco. You know, I think I could have even gone more cheese, you know. I thought I was putting a fair bit on, but I could have gone more. I reckon. The next one's going to be lemon. Lemon and sugar. And these pancakes got quite a bit of body to them. There's 2 eggs and a cup of flour. Quite a bit of body. Now they're quite filling. They're quite filling, so 2 pancakes will be enough for me. Now, I want to make sure there's plenty of butter on this. So put another knob of butter underneath the pancake and it can just fry in the butter. And then I've just got to cut a lemon. Alright. I'm going to spoon for the sugar. Make sure it's coated in the butter. Coat it up well. There it is. Squeeze on the lemon. Now you want the trick with this, you want a lot of lemon and you want a lot of sugar. A lot of lemon and a lot of sugar. Don't be stingy with the lemon or the sugar. You want the lemon to get right into the pancake. You want it to be really wet with lemon, right? And then, because it's so wet with lemon, you want to make sure you've got plenty of sugar. Like the sugar you should be able to see the sugar dissolving with the lemon. You should be able to see it. So that's 2 dessert spoons on 1 pancake. And you can drizzle it over the bits where the sugar hasn't completely dissolved, like that. And then you'll be right. And you'll be good to go. Now what I normally do, you don't have to do this, what I normally do is roll it. I mean, like a crepe, it's obviously not a crepe, but I just like to do it. Right. Sweet. So we just had savoury with the cheese. Now let's try the sweet with the lemon and sugar. And look at the colour. Oh, hang on, I'll just have a bite first. It's a classic, right? Anyone who's ever made pancakes will know about lemon and sugar. Classic. Some things they just never get old. They're just great, you know, lemon and sugar. It's just a great thing. If you get it right, plenty of butter on it. Plenty of butter and you get this explosion. You've got the butter on the pancake. You've got the mild taste of the pancake. And you've got the strong taste of the lemon, the strong taste of the sugar. And it all balances really nicely. But you want a lot of lemon and a lot of sugar. You've got to penetrate right into the pancake. The lemon juice wants to go right through. Right through, then you put the sugar on top, a lot of sugar, it dissolves into the lemon juice and you get this lemony, sugary pancake right through. Fantastic. Really good.
Wonderful. So simple to make this. Really, really simple. You just saw the whole thing go to work in one take. So simple. Why would you go to a supermarket and buy a premix that won't be as good, won't taste as good, and it's going to take you just about the same length of time to make your pancakes. So why bother? Just make them from scratch. Then you know what you're getting. And if you want a bit more flavour in your pancakes, try half wholemeal. Right. Pancakes are still pancakes. They've just got a little bit more wheat flavour to them. This is it. Lunch, folks. Hope your lunch is as good as this one. Of course, you can put anything on pancakes. I mean, I've done caramelised bananas with brown sugar. It's really nice on a pancake. Strawberry, sugar and cream. Fantastic on a pancake. Really fantastic. And I'll tell you what, the Vegemite, just Vegemite on a pancake is very good. You need plenty of butter, and a moderate amount of Vegemite. Not too much, but you do need a moderate amount. Jam is good on a pancake. Butter and jam, very good. Butter and jam and cream. I mean, the sky's the limit. I've even done bolognese pancakes, you know, with bolognese sauce, hot bolognese sauce on a pancake, and then Parmesan cheese on top. You can do anything. Pancake. It's like bread. It's kind of like bread. It's not bread. Anyway, it's a classic. Everyone knows pancakes. Lots of different ways. This is my way. So, have a go at it.